Welcome back, folks. Now we have an awesome guest here this morning. This is Carlos. Thank you, Carlos, for joining us. And Carlos is joining us from the Northwest Colorado Center for Independence, which is a great organization up here in Summit County. So, Carlos, would you mind just kind of, for people who are unfamiliar, just briefly describe, what is the Northwest Colorado Center for Independence?
So the Northwest Colorado Center for Independence is a state-sponsored center for independence that basically assists anyone with any type of disability to set goals to be independent, and more specifically to help them learn to advocate for themselves, to attend peer support, and get education to learn what's available to them to be independent in living, obtaining work, getting accommodations for work, and anything related to those aspects of independence.
Alrighty, and my understanding, it's not just for people with disabilities, it's also seniors, is that correct?
That's correct, yeah. In
Okay.
fact, because a lot of people don't realize that as they get older, they start to have more limitations, whether it's due to their health or their financial situation or both. We keep it ambiguous for that aspect that, any type of limitation can be disabling.
Yes.
So we're not saying, like, we're not trying to put a label on people that, oh, you're less than when you're disabled. It's just that you have to relearn how to do things with a different ability.
Alrighty, so what do you do exactly? So for people that come to you, they reach out, what kind of experience, what will they get from, coming to the Northwest Colorado Center of Independence?
Yep, and you can call us NWCCI.
I know, I'm like,
keep
it's a long name.
Yeah, because that's a mouthful, I understand. And what we'll typically do is when people are referred to us, either from finding out by word of mouth or from a partner organization, is we'll do a lot of information and referral. So we'll kind of learn about what a person's needs are at first based on their experience with whatever disability or limitation they have, and then be a point of entry to direct them to what services are available. So for example, if someone comes through our office door and says, you know what, I need help paying my bills, which we get a lot, we can, for one, assess, okay, are they eligible to apply for services either through Social Security or maybe some other nonprofits we partner with, like Summit Foundation or the Family Intercultural Resource Center, or even if it's something that they just need help budgeting just because they have medical expenses and rent and that sort of thing, but they're still not fully capable of organizing that or learning that skill themselves. We'll work with them to set goals to achieve that skill.
Okay, so it's not just sort of giving them services or providing them with needs, it's actually installing the ability to do this on their own and figure out how to do it on their own.
Right, and in fact, we use independence as like a broad term for that reason too, to say that, number one, we don't do anything for you. We'll
Yes.
always do it with you, though.
Yeah, I like that saying. That is good. We'll do it with you. And so, Carlos, what do you do specifically there? What do you do?
So my title is Independent Living Coordinator, and I have a coworker, Leanne Jackson, who is also an Independent Living Coordinator, and we both work for our office in Summit County, where we have a main office out of Steamboat, and then 4 satellite offices in Grand County, Routt County, Craig, Colorado, which is Moffett County, and then ours in Summit County. And we coordinate independent living services, and that's the broad term, but more specifically, we help people with goal setting and life coaching. So we'll help a person explore what it is they want to achieve in their life, again, to be independent, however they define that, but we help them get into like the details of the specific steps to go about achieving that independence through goals.
All right. And so, how long have you worked for them?
I've been with them since 2014, so almost 4 years now.
Almost 4 years. That's
Yeah.
quite a bit of time.
Yes.
So what would you say the most fulfilling part of your job is? I mean, this sounds like an awesome organization. So what is the most fulfilling part of your job?
Well, for me, because I am a person with a disability, is just seeing people learn how I did to have a fulfilling life, to achieve their dreams, really. Because when you're starting from the most basic needs and you don't think that you can even get your most basic needs met, that can be a very, very disparative
Yeah.
portion in your life.
It's kind of like starting over as an adult.
Exactly. Like to relearn things as an adult is always hard, no matter who you are. But to see people not only relearn them, but then learn to enjoy them because they see that they can still do the same thing, just do them maybe a little bit differently. That's for me the most fulfilling thing.
That's so awesome. Thank you, Carlos, for being part of this organization, for coming in and kind of bringing the folks of Summit County to the attention that we've got these great resources available. You know, we take care of our own up here in Summit County. Now, if someone does find themselves in sort of that challenging situation where they can't take care of themselves anymore, they need to kind of relearn independence, how can they reach you? What's the best way to contact you?
Well, our main website is www.nwcci.org. And that's a good entry point to see more specifically what other services we offer. We could go over them today, but that would be long and boring. So they could start there, but then they could also just contact me either through email at carlos@nwcci.org or call me on our work line, which is 970-875-4836.
All right. Well, thank you, Carlos, so much for joining us. It was great to learn about the NCCI.
NWCCI.
Oh, NWCCI, sorry.
Yeah.
All right, folks. So again, stay tuned. We've got much more coming up, including our Watch and Win, as other great things to do around the county, so stay tuned.